It's absolutely freezing here in Texas. But the other day I got the chance to go see All You Need Is Kill. That was my dog barking. But yeah, let's talk about it. So I meant to do this review like a few days ago, but I've been busy and it's been freezing here in Texas. Like it's supposed to snow this weekend, which is insane to me. Kind of crazy to be honest. But yeah, let's just talk about All You Need Is Kill because to me, I thoroughly enjoyed the hell out of this film. Like visually, I thought it was pretty entertaining. I love the art style of this film. I love the dynamic between these two characters. And I'll be honest, I never read any of the source material or tried to avoid watching Tom Cruise's adaptation or interpretation of the film. And I'm kind of glad I did because I was kind of expecting to follow some plot points of that storyline, military invasion, blah blah blah. Like I know generally what kind of happens in that film, but almost not entirely because like I said, I was kind of avoiding any other types of substances, types of interpretations in order to like kind of enjoy this film. And I'm glad I did because it was pretty cool, because I know a lot of people are not very happy with this adaptation because it looks nothing like Tom Cruise's. It doesn't look like Mecha. It doesn't look like the manga, because this film, this interpretation follows a light novel adaptation, if I remember correctly. Instead of the perspective of Keiji, we follow this perspective of Rita, which is pretty cool. How we have a female-centered protagonist. To me, I found it to be pretty intriguing. So pretty much like, if you know All You Need, Live, Die, Repeat, which is a stupid title. I don't know why they had it for the Hollywood adaptation. And pretty much like, there's an alien invasion. They kill you. Your life restarts over and over again. That's pretty much beat for beat what happens in this film. However, instead of an alien invasion, we have a giant fungus, a giant plant named Daryl, who pretty much just comes in one day and slowly starts taking over the planet. Over time, about the year passes, it's pretty much like almost taken a good portion of Japan by slowly infecting it. Rita is pretty much one of the workers who works to try to clear some of the plant debris as the scientists currently study it, until one day monsters come out and start killing everyone, and she dies. And she ends up repeating the day over and over, to be approximate about 165 or 177 loops. She ends up encountering Keiji through an accident, and she's pretty relieved that there is someone else who is able to experience, who she's able to talk to. It kind of reminded me of the thing from ReZero, where Subaru was able to talk to the Witch of Greed, or yeah, the Witch of Envy. I can't remember, and he's finally able to say, "Oh my gosh, I've been dying this entire time, but every time I tell someone, they end up dying, or they don't believe me." That's pretty much how Rita felt during this film. Like, she felt relieved to have someone. And I really love the dynamic between Keiji and Rita. I think it was pretty cool. I think the fight scenes, truthfully, some of the best in this film. Like, they look really, really cool. They look genuinely insane. The final fight scene of the film, to me, was arguably one of the best things I have seen, because like visually, it looks so trippy. Honestly, I enjoyed the hell out of this film. I don't want to spoil too much about it because I do hope you guys have a chance to go see it. But I think it was pretty fun. I think it was a pretty entertaining film. My only gripes with the film was that it wasn't very long. I was kind of expecting it to be kind of longer. But I tried comparing it like beat for beats with Tom Cruise's adaptation. And I kind of do like that it was different because it's two different interpretations. This film doesn't really follow the alien invasion scenario. It's pretty much like these suits. They're not even like war suits. They're pretty much like mining suits, but they're slowly converted into like battle suits each time they die. They're pretty much upgraded, which is pretty interesting. And like how Rita learns how to hunt these weird monsters, and how she ultimately has to fight Keiji because the monster, Daryl, is pretty much trying to take over both of them because it infected them with one of their spores, which to me is pretty interesting. But overall, I thought this film was pretty solid. The animation was honestly not that bad to me. I wasn't the biggest fan of it at first, but after a bit, it kind of grew on me. The music was really good. Rita's backstory was pretty tragic, to be honest, because she was abused as a child. She was pretty much unwanted. Her mom tried to kill her. For KG, was pretty much bullied all his life, and the only reason he laughs at everything was to cope. Because like some people cope very differently. Some people cope with laughter. Some people cope with just like making fun of things. That's pretty much KG's character. But overall, I think this was a solid film. To be honest, very good. I gotta give it an 8 out of 10. I gotta wait till the movie drops on DVD because I'm definitely gonna get this as like a collector's edition because I do want this in my personal collection. It's not often I get films in my collection that I do want, but this is one of those films I really, really do want. With that being said, that's just my thoughts on the film overall. I thought it was pretty good. If you guys have a chance to go watch this, please go watch this. And if you've seen this, do you prefer Tom Cruise's version or this version? Because me personally, I like this one. I might go watch Tom Cruise's version, but yeah, I'll catch y'all on my next one.